children to stay off drug use. I want to also use this medium to commend the chairman just left, because he has stated elaborately on all what we are here to talk about. He has also told the students and the pupils gathered here that they should take him as an example. As we are all seated here, if most of us will indulge in this illicit act, I think none of us will be sitting down here. He gave a vivid example of where people who engage in this illicit act are. Most of them are in the prison yard. Most of them today are mentally derailed. Most of them today are derailed from where their parents purported for them to be. It is not everything we accrue it to the fact that maybe it is true village people that did one thing or the other, or that maybe somebody somewhere is behind our problems. When we have problems, it will be hard for them to forget that at a social time, at a social place, they were told that use of drugs is not good. Use of illicit substances is not good for them. So they will now take this message onto their fellow peers to also explain to them that we were taught substances, so that at the end of the day we will be able to assimilate and also take into us and let it go deep into us that use of drugs is not good for the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was Mr. George, the head of operations, Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ika South Command. I hope you got something from what he said. If you want to be serious in life, you have to stay away from every negative influence. Is that not so?
Yes.
Every negative influence. What are negative influences? Things that makes you to do contrary to the laws of Nigeria. Is that not so?
Yes.
Good. I want this moment, I want us to listen carefully, because the reason why we are here is about, the real reason why we are here is about to begin. I want to hand over the microphone to the facilitator of this program. I'm talking of Mr. Dan Ayao. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you very much. Good morning, the Vice Chairman who is present. Good morning, my senior colleagues. Good morning, the Honorable Commissioner of Education. And the students present here, we're very happy to have you. My name is Daniel Ayam. I am the Superintendent of Narcotics. And so, because we want you to get something home, take something home, want you to take something home. That is why we want to make it as simple as possible, so that all of you will take something home and will be able to tell your friends what you learned today. So today, we are going to be discussing something that we call the effect. We say the effect of drug abuse. What did I say? The effect of drug abuse. That is what drug abuse does to a person. The effect of drug abuse and trafficking. Its consequences on young children. Its consequences on young children. Are you agree with me that you are all young children? Is it not true?
Yes.
Good. So we want to see, what does drug do to you when you abuse drug? What effect will it have on your body? That is what we want to discuss today. I have told you my name, and you know where I work. I work with National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. Who can tell me what's the full meaning of NDLEA? I would like to teach you.
The full meaning of NDLEA is National Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
you very much. Can you give her a round of applause? Secondly, I would also like to ask, what is the role or what are the duties of NDLEA? I also want somebody to control your student to prepare this. What are the rules or the duties?
Sure.
Yes? Give it to me.
To prevent drug abuse.
Thank you very much. To prevent drug abuse. Are there more? Can somebody else? Yes. Give it to this girl. Hello. Give it to her. Tell me your school. Your school, your name and your school, please.
My name is Alex. I am from Tertiary College. They define the law.
Thank you very much. Yes, they are the one that carry out the law of law, enforce the law. Thank you. Having that in mind, that means you people know what NDLEA does. We are charged with the responsibility of handling anything that has to do with drug and drug abuse. But the reason why we are here today is to tell you that there are drugs in your schools, around your environment. Is to let you know that there are drugs everywhere within the community, especially in Ika South. That is one reason why we are here. And we're also telling you that some of the help that NDLEA have rendered to those people who have become victims of drug abuse. So these are some of the few things you are going to learn. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk NDLEA. NDLEA started long ago, since 1989 was when NDLEA was established. There was a convention when all the countries of the world meet in a convention. During the convention, people from different parts of the world that came to the convention agreed that drug is a problem not only for the particular country but for all. They made every participant, every representative of each country to sign a signature that they will establish a drug enforcement agency in their country so that those agencies will oversee drug activity within their country. So when our president returned back to Nigeria, he established degree 48 of them, 1989, which gave back to the NDLEA. So NDLEA came into being in 1989. So ever since then, NDLEA have been working hard to make sure they get rid of illicit drugs within Nigeria and its borders. Yes. Now, we want to ask, to what extent has this matter? Let's ask the question now. What is drug? What is drug? Who can give me the definition of drug?
Drug is what we take when we are sick to get well.
Thank you very much. Drug is what we take when we are sick to get well. That's one. Yes, there's another.
Drug is an harmful substance that can do many things in our body.
Harmful substance that can do many things in our body. That's another definition. Give it to her.
Drugs are chemical substances.
Thank you. Continue. It's a chemical substance, yes. You want to add it more?
That people take to get well.
Thank you very much. That is true. There's still another.
Drug can be a form of alcohol.
Thank you. Yes.
Drug is a substance or medicine
Thank you very much. Say it's a substance or medicine that we take when we are sick. Well, you all tried. No. Thank you very much. We are all talking about substance. That is true. But let me give you the one that the whole world agreed on what drug is. They say drug is any natural, that is whether it is herbs that you do or root, is any natural or synthetic chemical substance which when taken into the body by any means whatsoever, that is whether you swallow or you inject it inside your body or you sniff it, when you take it inside your body, it will change the function of your body. You may change your behavior or the function of your body. That is the universal standard definition of drugs. Any substance, be it natural or synthetic, that means it comprises whether the herbs, the roots, and the chemical poisons that we take. So with this definition, which is so broad, we find out that we have so many things that go into this word drug. But what are we talking about here today? We are talking about drug abuse. That means paracetamol is drug, is it not true? Fencing is drug, is it not true? But which type of drug are we talking about here today? Drug abuse. So what constitutes drug abuse? What deny drug abuse? When is drug said to be abused? Who can tell us when we say drug is said to be abused?
The name is Daily Gift. You know my school.
When we take drugs that we are not supposed to take. Yes.
My name is Sunday Miracle. I'm from National Primary School at Agbor Area State. When you take drugs, long overdosing.
Overdose, thank you. That's another one.
My name is Nancy from Ika South. When you take drugs without the doctor permission.
Like that one. Thank you very much. A round of applause for her. So when we take drug without prescription, it constitutes drug abuse. That means you don't just go and start buying medicine anyhow for yourself. Are you with me? You don't just go and buy medicine. Oh, I'm feeling headache. Let me go and mix medicine. No. So drug can be misused and it can also be what? Abused. So they use the word misuse in a lighter way, but all of them are talking about the abuse of drug. So when you take a drug that you are not supposed to take, that is drug abuse. Some people want to make it milder, that's why they say it's drug misuse. No. You are asked to take 2 tablets of paracetamol and you're taking 4. You say 2 no dey work. 2 doesn't work for me. You are abusing drug. You are supposed to take your medicine, 4 tablets of your artemether for your malaria. You take only 2. You are also abusing drug. Either overdose or underdose is also abuse of drug. That is about the drugs that we use for treatment. But what about the drugs that we're talking about here today? The reason why we are here today is because of the other forms of drugs. That takes us to the 2 types of drugs. We have the illicit drugs and the illicit drugs. The illicit one and the illicit one. When we say illicit, that's those ones that are legal. Illicit, or I didn't say illicit, illicit drugs. Your hand is up.
Yellow capsule.
Yellow capsule is not a drug, but you can tell us the name. Paracetamol is one of them. Okay?
Okay.
Cocaine is not a illicit drug, my sister.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C is a illicit drug. Thank you. And so on and so forth. There are so many of them. There are so many of them in that group that are called illicit drugs. Now, who can tell us some of the illicit drugs? Illicit this time around. Those ones that have been prohibited by law.
Indian hair.
Beautiful. Indian hair. What other names? What other names?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Okay.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Indian hair.
Indian hair. Yes. What other name?
Cigarettes.
Cigarette.
Marijuana.
Marijuana. Yes. What other names? Tell me as many names as you know that you hear people call this Igbo in your community. Weed. Yes.
Cocaine.
Cocaine is another type of drug. Another type of drug.
Heroin.
What do you call it?
Heroin.
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 No, it's not it. It's not it. No. Yes.
Ginger.
Captain Jack. Some call it pot, some call it joints, some call it different kind of names in the streets. Well, this is enough. So now we have seen. Remember, at the end of this exercise, I'm going to ask you a question. I hope your judging has something. I'm going to ask from what a medical professional, a medical personnel to prescribe for you. So that we may not abuse or misuse them. Are we together? Are we together? Good. So our main point here is the illicit drugs. There are classifications of those illicit drugs. Those illicit drugs are classified into different categories based on the way they perform inside our body. When we take those illicit ones, those illegal ones that government say nobody should take, how they perform in our body, that is how these drugs are being classified. There is a group that is called the stimulants. Those ones that gives you high. When you take it, you feel high. You can even slap your father. You don't care. But is it good to take something that will make you want to slap your father or your teacher? No. Good. Such drugs are like cocaine, amphetamine, caffeine. Those are the stimulants. We have the opioids, that's the narcotics. Those are the heroines, the morphine, the codeine. Some of them, when you take them, you see your eyes. You'll be very weak, low, and dull. They call it low. Slows you down. We also have different forms of them. We also have the designer drugs. Those ones that when you see them, you will not know that they are what illicit drugs. They come from tablets, normal tablets. But they design them, but what is inside them is something that is very, very harmful to the body. There is one that is making waves all over the world today. That one is called Colorado. What did I call it? Colorado. And the street name is Colos. Have you heard people say Oncolos? Yes. Oncolos. What does Colos do to the body? What does Colos do to the body? Yeah.
It makes someone high.
Thank you very much. What else does Colos?
It damages the system.
It damages the system. Very correct.
It makes them
Yes, Golos makes them run mad. That is true.
It harms the system.
It harms the system. That is correct.
It makes us homeless.
I didn't get that.
It makes us homeless.
It makes them homeless. That is true. I want you to pay attention.
Damage the kidney.
Damages the kidney, the lungs. Let's see. Let's pay attention to the monitor and see if we can get the mic. See if we can watch. Look at that man on the screen. What do you think is happening to him? He's on Golos. Can anybody in his normal senses affirm this stupid attitude? This man is doing it because he's what? He's on Golos. Would you like to be on Golos? No. Would you like your brother to be on Golos? No. Would you like to see any of your relatives to be on Golos? No. Golos is very, very bad. We should avoid it. We will also see another video. Watch and see. Look at this beautiful woman. See how she's. Look at what she's doing to herself inside the gutter. Why do you think she's behaving like this? She's on Golos. Now, what are the reasons why people should use drugs? We have discussed what drug is. We have discussed the types of drugs. We have also discussed the effects. Now, I want to ask, what are the reasons why people do drugs? What do you think is the reason that people do drugs around you? With your innocent mind, what do you think makes people to use drugs? Your name and your school.
My name is Friday Melon. I'm from Nursery Primary School 1. Why people do drugs is to save other people.
Is to do what?
She didn't get the question.
Is to save other people.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Why do people use illicit drugs?
My name is Ahmed Faith. I'm from Nursery Primary School. The reason why people take drugs because they think it will calm their system.
Thank you, to calm their system. In the school environment, in your school, in the school environment, why do you think people use drugs? Think. Why do you think people use drugs? Inside the school environment, why do you think people use drugs?
My name is Uche Nancy from Ika Primary School. Lack of home.
Lack of?
Home.
Lack of home.
My name is Nabugo Light. I am from Orogodo Primary School. People take drugs to make them high.
I didn't get you, please. Sorry, I was distracted a little.
People take drugs to make them high.
People take drugs to make them high. Yes. Now, let me just tell you, let me quickly tell you some of the reasons why people take drugs. In your schools, even in primary schools, there is what they call court activities in the primary school. They call it temple. Is it not true? Some people say we are going to temple. The teacher may not know that they are going to temple. It is court activity. Why? Because they want to revolt. They want to challenge their teachers. So people do take drugs in order to feel high, so that they can be able to talk to their teacher and even insult them without any fear. Some will say they are taking drug in order to stay awake and read. Does drug makes you to stay awake? Sometimes when they take it, before you know it, they will sleep off and forget even reading at all. A young boy, he take this in a bit. Let me see how Uncle feels. So these are some of the reasons why people take drug. Now today, we want to let you know that if your uncle or your brother is in the habit of sending you to go and buy some substance that he abuses, you will have our contact. You can contact us. We will take care of him. We will take care of wherever he buys it from. NDLEA is ready to make sure we reduce drug abuse within Ika South. Another reason why people take drugs is for educational purposes. Some say drugs will help them to be active in their field. Have you noticed so? People say when they take drugs, they feel easy, they feel strength, they have the strength to walk. But these are false feelings. Another one is peer pressure. Because Obi is taking it, because Chukwemeka is taking it, nothing happens to him. I want to be like Chukwemeka, I want to be like Obi, I want to be like James. James will pressure you to do what? To take drugs. Remember what the chairman said? Don't allow your friend to use you. Don't allow your friends to push you into taking drugs. Peer pressure is one of the major reasons why young ones abuse drugs. And also, criminally-minded people also take drugs. Why? Because most crimes today cannot be perpetrated without the influence of drug. Whether you are a kidnapper, whether you are an armed robber, whether you are a rapist, such criminal activities are being done under the influence of what? Drugs. Nobody with his clear mind will kill the other person. So, because we are good children, because we want to be good children, that is why they want you to avoid drugs so that your future will be better. Another thing that makes people take drugs is curiosity. I want to see, I want to taste, I want to be. What is this guy doing? Curiosity. They say curiosity kills who? The cat. Is it not true? Yes. So we should try to avoid testing what other people are testing. Yes, what happens in most secondary schools and primary schools. You see some people with Fanta. Inside the Fanta, they have mixed codeine or other drugs inside. They will ask you, they will be drinking it small. When you buy Fanta, what do you do to it? You sure you finish it at once, is it not true? But this Fanta, they will carry it for 1 day, from morning till evening. They will be holding that Fanta in their hand. They will be drinking it small. Do you think it's normal Fanta they are drinking like that? Not at all. That Fanta has been mixed with drugs. So when you see your friend having such drink, please do not share. Curiosity should not make you to say, oh, let me have, I beg now. If you do it, you may end up getting yourself drugged. Are we together? Another thing that makes people do drugs is sometimes family disintegration. We must also mention it. When family is within the society. So, and also the advertisers, people do advertise drugs as if it's good. In most t-shirts, in most movies too, you see people portraying drugs as something good. Stop saying we make the children or the poor, the young ones wanting to test drug. And then poverty. Poverty will also make some children want to assist their neighbors, their uncle, to hide drugs or to sell drugs, especially those ones that are in drug in their area. Poverty helps them, makes young ones to want to give in, assisting those elderly ones in selling drugs. There is a place we went in Azor, I think Owa. There is a small boy. The boy is supposed to be in secondary school. The boy was selling drugs
for the mother or the aunt. We have to arrest the boy and keep him at a rehabilitation center for 3 months so that the boy can be reintegrated back to his community. So this is what NDLEA has been doing since we come into Agbor Command. What are some of the terminologies? Let me quickly run through some of the terminologies that you may be hearing people when they talk about drug. Talk about someone is hooked. When they say someone is hooked, that means the person is trapped. The person has been captured by drug. When someone is hooked, euphoria, a feeling of great happiness and pleasure. We also talk about being high. Crash. Crash has to do with the feeling that drug users get when the effect of drugs wears out of the body. A hangover. When somebody got drunk overnight, the following morning, what happens? He has hangover. He will be feeling drowsy. Hallucination, hearing voices, imaginary voices. There is other drugs that we call the getaway drugs, which I must also mention. Gateway drugs. What we call the gateway drugs is they are like drugs that will lead you taking those hard drugs. Some of the gateway drugs are something like alcohol. You mentioned it when I was mentioning you are mentioning drugs. Alcohol. You mentioned tobacco. That's like cigarettes. Somebody that is smoking cigarettes, it will be easy for that person to smoke. It will be easy for that person to also smoke marijuana. And then we also have Colanut. Colanut is also another getaway drug. We also have what we call OTC, over-the-counter drugs. The ones that we go to Mama Emeka. Mama Emeka, please mix paracetamol, mix this for me. These are the over-the-counter drugs. There's another terminology we call detoxification. Detoxification is the process when somebody who has been taking drug has stopped and he needs to get free from the drug. He has to be detoxified. There are 2 methods of detoxifying. We either use drug to detoxify the person, or we use what we call the cold turkey system to detoxify the person, allowing the person the drug to wear out of the body for them after a long time. What are the signs and symptoms of drug use? What are the things you will see? You know that this person may be abusing drug or must be abusing drug. What are some of those signs? And you will be on the lookout in your schools. See, this person look like abusing drug. Possession of drug itself. You see somebody having drug. You see him having that cup that he used to put loud in his pocket, in his bag, or he will see him with razor, those paraphernalia, lighter. You will see the person rubbing too much perfume on his body, rubbing perfume in his mouth. Those are some of the things that you see that you know that this person must be abusing drug. Because he wants to kill the smell of the drug. He doesn't want that person to perceive it. He will be using high perfume to do what? To suppress the smell of drug. We also, you will see some children being withdrawn. They will no longer want to mix up with other children. That is also a sign that the child might be abusing drug. Child work performance in academic performance. Sometimes you see some of them, the child that will be doing well, before you know it, you start mixing with back of me. You're no longer doing well again. Child work performance is one of the also reasons, we know as teachers that this child might be abusing drugs. Tiredness, atturancy. The child will not want to do anything, he's always tired. Deviant behavior of a child. That way we know children who are abusing drugs. Poor physical coordination. Poor physical coordination. The child is always is unstable. He cannot be able to coordinate himself. Yes, I'm coming. So these are some of the things we see When you see a child having wristland, you know what is wristland? Who can tell me how wristland look like? I beg you,
Wristland look like paper. The color is black or white.
That's correct. Have you seen a wristland before? Who has seen a wristland before? And that damage the life of one child. Poor blood supply and circulation and premature death. We also have the psychological consequences. That one has to do with restlessness, psychosis, behaving like a mad person, paranoia, always getting angry, hallucination, dissolution, and craving desire. You see some people, they always discussion their body. That's craving desire. Sleeplessness, anxiety, and depression. These are the psychological consequences of drug abuse. What about the social consequences? The social consequences has to do with loss of job. If you start working, you will no longer perform very well. Before you know it, you will lose your job. What of family disintegration? The grandfather and the mother have issues for the drugs. And the students, because you are busy, you can be expelled from your school. Do you know that? Your school authority will expel you because you are abused drug. Illiteracy and deviant behavior. Destitution. Prostitution. Yes. Drug abuse also, the social consequences, you see most people prostitute in order to get money to continue in their drug life. Stealing, assassination and murder, rape, armed robbery, and industrial and traffic accidents. Yes, you see people on the road when they are driving at this road. You see traffic light, they will not wait. You see them, before you know it, boom. Accident, like the one that happened this morning. Most of these accidents are caused because people are using drugs. People are driving under the influence of drug abuse. Offenses, things that constitute offense under drug abuse. It is punishable to hold or possess drug. That means if in your compound one uncle is selling drug and NDLEA come, you carry the uncle carry the drug because you are a small boy and put it inside your school bag and keep it for you and you are hiding it for your body. It is an offense. NDLEA will catch you, will say catch your uncle. They can keep you in a rehabilitation center for months so that they will rehabilitate you. It is also punishable to involve in cultivating drug. People plant Igbo in their backyard. It is an offense. It is punishable offense to involve in possession, processing, or manufacturing of illicit drug. There is one drug they call methamphetamine. This one is chemically produced in the laboratories. Even in private homes, people can produce it chemically. It is an offense. Some people in Lagos and other part of the country where they have their parents cooking those drugs, their parents might have taught them. Some young ones like you, yes, those people can be arrested and prosecuted for processing or manufacturing drugs. It is also punishable offense to sell drug inside the school environment. Some people will sell it inside the school environment. And if you know anybody that sells and you're hiding the information for NDLEA, if NDLEA finds out that you know and you're hiding it, it's also an offense. Are we together? So if you know anybody that is selling drug within your community, try and reach out to your teacher, who will in turn reach out to NDLEA, so that such people will be arrested, so as to keep our environment free from what drug abuse. We want to, in view of time, let us look at some pictures. This one you see on the screen here is the picture of cannabis, which I know some. This one you see here is the picture of the cannabis. This is a picture of the cannabis in powder form. This is the leaves. And grown in the farm. People harvest it, they will dry it, then they will now process it, and this one is the one they call squishy. Who has seen squishy before? I don't think any of you have seen squishy. Now, if you say me, my expert is telling this one. There's another one here. These pictures are not A2. These pictures are not A2 price. There's other ones. We have retinol. We have retinol. We have spinol. These are different types of drugs that you can see.